My brother Nicholas was such an amazing person, and I feel really honored to be able to tell you even a little bit about the man that he was. We were really, really close, and in fact, all of my siblings and I are really close. I'm the oldest, and then Nicholas was 18 months younger than me, and then 13 months later, Luke was born, and then there was Jacob and Lisa. So my mom had 5 kids in 7 years, and we were homeschooled, and we were bursting with energy, and we were kind of crazy, but also really loving, and we really, really loved each other. Like, I can say that my best friends are my brothers and sister, and I think all of us could probably have said that about each other, and I know that's what Nicholas used to say. We just really loved being together, and Nick was just a really special person because he was a really interesting combination of really intense and a very strong personality and really passionate, but then he could also switch to being really funny and extremely sensitive and intuitive, and I think that he balanced those qualities really, really well. He was really dedicated to our family, and he loved my mom and dad so much, and my brothers and sister and I, and he was really proud to love us, and it was his love for us and for the people that he knew needed help that inspired him to join the Navy. And Nicholas was an extremist. It was like he could never just do something. He was never lukewarm about anything. It was like if he liked something, he loved it, and if he disliked something, he hated it. And so when he joined the Navy, he wasn't just gonna be in the Navy for a while. He was going to be a Navy SEAL, and he didn't want to be a Navy SEAL just because it was cool. It was like he was ready to use his gifts and to really serve and defend the people that needed help. That's what his motivation was. And actually, it was to serve people. And actually, one time my aunt asked him, she said, "Nick, why do you do it? Like, why did you go through BUDS, and why are you going on these deployments?" And because it's really hard to be a Navy SEAL. And he just looked at her and he said, "I do it for you." And that was sort of his saying, "I do it for you, and I do it for all the people that need someone to do it for them." And when I heard that there was going to be a scholarship in honor of my brother, I was so touched, because he was also a very generous person, and he would be the type, and was the type, to give me a call when he was in San Diego on Coronado, the base for SEAL Team 5, or even when he was in the Philippines on deployment. He would call and say, "Marie, how are things going? Do you need any money? Can I get you anything? Do you need help with anything?" When I became engaged, when I got engaged, he called me up and he said, "My gift for you is going to be your wedding dress. So I want you to pick out the wedding dress that you want, and I'll buy it for you." And of course I said, "I'll let you do that. I'd love for you to do that, but only if you'll come wedding dress shopping with me." But said he came. But I'm getting off track. But he was so generous, and so I know that he would just be the type to want to help someone who would really want to go to school, but maybe just needed a little extra help. And I think that he would want to, I think that he would be proud to have his scholarship go to a person who was going to Holy Cross, because I went there for a while and I had a really rich experience there. I met just amazing people. I started going there in 2004. It's 2012 now, and I'm still in close contact with some of the friends that I made, and Mr. Kloska, who was the campus minister at the time. I just really connected with the people there, and I think that was facilitated by the strong Catholic community. You could just feel that it was Catholic, and I really liked that, with daily mass and adoration, and just even having just a Catholic feel with the Catholic art, and the classes were taught sometimes by some of the classes that I took were taught by priests and nuns, and I really liked that. I liked getting to know them as the priest and then as the professor, and then also because the classes were so small, you really got to know your professors as people. So I remember one time I didn't go to class because I wasn't feeling very well, and later that day I got a message from one of my professors on my dorm phone saying, "Marie, this is Professor so-and-so. Noticed you weren't in class today, just hoping you're feeling okay." And I just really appreciated that. I loved the connection to Notre Dame. I was able to sing in the Notre Dame choir, and that was really an honor. And it was fun to have the connection to the University of St. Mary's as well, because if I was feeling sick of just being in my dorm, or I kind of wanted to change things up, I could go eat dinner at St. Mary's or go over and study at the Notre Dame Library. So there were a lot of connections there, and of course the connection to the Notre Dame football games was really fun. Even though I'm not super into that, I still loved going to the games. So it was a really positive experience, and I'm really thankful that I went there, and I'm really excited about this scholarship, and whoever receives it, I think you'll be really blessed by it, and blessed by your experience at Holy Cross, but also knowing just that it's the Nicholas Spehar Scholarship. You can know that my brother was a really good man, and I'm really proud, really proud of him, and thankful for everything that's come out of even the hard things that happen. Really thankful.